Another new one?
No. You're never here when I play this game. But check this out. Check the strings.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Did I ask if you won today?
What game?
Did you play today? Did you win?
Yeah, I did.
I watched it for like a half second.
Yeah, it was actually a really good game.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Yep, he's going to score.
20! And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big run by the big
This
man
is my first
Fournette.
game.
44
my second
yards
game.
on the ground.
Did you win that other one?
What other one? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I beat him the fuck. I blew him the fuck out.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He's going to find his way forward here for a modest
Yeah, get him the fuck out the game,
and
clown.
we'll get a timeout. Looks like we
He
got a
literally just ran him into the dirt.
down there
Literally.
on the field.
He's a
We'll
big
check
guy
on
too,
his
isn't he?
status when we get back.
Fuck.
And now
That's cool.
whistles
Still
and
not
a
gonna turn it
flag,
off.
and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown,
man.
Jacksonville. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought he was still up.
As he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at the 34. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Why? Let's see what kind of game
They'll
this
run it
is.
here. This is Marlon Mack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, here's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Definitely got to get out that weak ass zone.
Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
What are you tired for? You didn't do anything yet. I know you did catch a pass there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now maybe a free play here for Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Calais Campbell on the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play action. It's Locke. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A shotgun snap for Love. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton,
you better do it.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jaguars getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
39, Lucy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Love.
Cut in or something.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 1 yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second down is Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on third down. Long. And the Jags get to him. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Bortles now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The pitch to Fournette. brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette.
Bitch.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's
Fuck
out,
outta here.
and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love.
Damn.
And that'll be
Should have just threw
incomplete.
it. Should have just
We
fucking
do
threw it.
have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle.
shit was fucking
You got to get
mad.
outside of that
Should've
tackle
just threw
box
it.
in order to get that done.
This will be fielded at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
Short-term memory.
and move on to the next series.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
76.
Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. A toss running left. Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the Colts coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The final shot before the break. Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A handoff to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
11B.
Bortles going to throw. Being chased out left. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
11B, 372.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They run again with Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette on the toss to the right. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Hey, spread right. Spread right.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
11 green. Rolling.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Go. 1, 6, 3, 7. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lock. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Luck now to throw. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Nice. I'm going to start doing that.
And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's Locke, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Locke, throw left side complete. It's Hines. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Locke. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll fake it. Now Luck. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. One last throw here for Luck. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.